Recently, the crypto market has been experiencing significant turbulence. Today, let's take a closer look at the trends of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. Hello everyone, I'm Teacher Xiao Wu. Before we start the video, I hope you'll give it a like and subscribe. That way, when I release more content-packed videos next time, you'll get automatic notifications from the system. First, let's take a look at the 3-day chart for Bitcoin. We can see that the starting point of this surge actually began here. Around October 13th, 2023, we can see that the first rally was from about $26,000 up to a high of $71,000. After that, there was a period of consolidation, and then, in August 2024, it reached the low point of the EMA and then began to rebound. This rebound formed a double bottom, since it did not create a lower low, indicating that the bearish momentum had weakened. As a result, a new upward trend started, rising from September 2024 all the way to December 2024, reaching a high of $106,000. After that, it started to adjust and formed a double top. Then there was a significant pullback, dropping from $106,000 or $107,000 all the way down to around $74,000. This happened in April of this year, April 2025. After reaching a new low, it once again rose above the EMA 9 and reached a peak of $122,000. There was another round of pullback and consolidation. At present, it is approaching this upward channel line, and the lowest point has reached over $98,000. Now it's the second day of the rebound, and this structure still belongs to an uptrend with a pullback. It won't change just because of a few relatively strong bearish candles. Therefore, we can consider that the current trend is still oscillating, and this is still a healthy pullback period. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. From the 4-hour perspective, after Bitcoin pulled back to the vicinity of the current upward trend line, it received very effective support. After Bitcoin pulled back to the current upward trend line, it received effective support. On the chart, there have been multiple candlestick patterns with long lower shadows, confirming the presence of buying power at this level. Subsequently, the market gradually rebounded and stabilized. At present, the price is steadily approaching the 4-hour downtrend line above. It is expected that in the short term, this resistance zone will be tested. If the breakout is ineffective, the market may once again enter a consolidation phase, accumulating momentum and waiting for the structure to stabilize before a potential breakout. Let's take a look at Ethereum's daily chart. As we can see, this is Ethereum's daily chart. The upward structure remains intact. Although the bears have been very strong recently and the price has undergone a relatively deep correction, the current price has dropped to the key 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level and has rebounded from there. We can see that this round, starting from April of this year, it rose from $1,470 all the way up to about $48,000 in August of this year. The midpoint of this long bull trend is $3,116. As soon as the price reached this area, it started to rebound. At present, the overall bullish trend has not been reversed, so we can continue to watch in the future to see whether there is key support at this level. If we observe from the 4-hour time frame, Ethereum is still in a consolidation pattern with a bearish bias. In the short term, after the rebound, the price is likely to test the resistance line at the 4-hour level. If it fails to break through effectively, that is, the $39,000 level, the market may come under pressure again and fall back, entering a phase of range-bound consolidation. Let's take a look at Ethereum's 3-day chart. We've added the Bollinger Bands, and as you can see on the 3-day time frame, Ethereum has already reached the lower end of the Bollinger Bands and has found some support there. The middle of the Bollinger Bands, which is at $3,900, represents a relatively strong resistance level. We can also see that currently the MACD is pointing downward. The extent of this drop still hasn't reversed, there hasn't been a pullback. We should continue to observe and see when it can stabilize here. As for the MACD, we need to watch for the red bars to shrink significantly and for a golden cross to appear. That would be our entry timing. Alright, let's take a look at Solana. Let's look at its daily chart. From the daily time frame, although the bears are showing very strong momentum, causing the price to continuously break below the short-term upward trend line, the market sentiment is under significant pressure. But if we look at it from a more macro perspective, for example, by drawing a Fibonacci retracement line from the low in April this year to the high in September, what can we observe from this retracement line? The current price has precisely fallen back to the key 0.382 level, and at this point there has been strong buying support, resulting in an effective rebound. At present, the price is gradually approaching the daily downtrend line, which is around $177. It is expected that the price will test the resistance zone. If the first test does not result in a valid breakout, the market may pull back further and once again enter a consolidation phase to support a potential rebound in the future. Finally, let's take a look at XRP. If any of you are holding XRP, Solana, Bitcoin, or Ethereum, feel free to write your entry positions in the comments below. Since November at the end of 2024, XRP has started a significant bull run, with its price consistently moving above the EMA upward channel. Currently, the MACD is showing a clear reversal pattern at its bottom. Let's see whether a valid golden cross will occur. If it does, it could be a good opportunity to buy and hold XRP for the long term. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. We can see that for this cycle, the 4-hour resistance level is formed by connecting all the recent highs. At present, we've reached the resistance level at $2.50, and it has become a significant resistance point. Currently, the price has shown a relatively large bearish candlestick, a medium-sized red candle with a drop of over 3%. Let's see if the price can find support here. That's all for today's sharing. If you're interested in receiving daily updates, you can join our community. Not only will you get first-hand information, but also one-on-one guidance. Remember to like and subscribe. See you in the next episode.